Drivers, start your engines!
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Great American Race, the Daytona 500 here, the first points race of the NCGMRS Discount Tire Series. I'm your host, Seth Cole, ready to bring you all 30 laps of this amazing race that we are prepared to bring to you exclusively here on the NCRA Sports Channel. On the pole for today's race is a guy that's no stranger to Victory Lane. He went to Victory Lane last night in the Budweiser Shootout. That is Justin Perry in the 24, and he'll start alongside his Hendrick teammate, Corey Williams, in the 88. Hendrick Motorsports dominating the front row in qualifying. Then we've got the 39 Haas Chevrolet from Stewart Haas Racing of Garrett Hay. He'll start alongside of Joseph Bryant. And then it's going to be Josh Perry in the 20 starting off in 5th. All 5 of those drivers ended up starting in last night's Budweiser Shootout. So obviously the shootout playing out well for some drivers here in the qualifying of today's race. Let's take a look at the 42-car field brought to you by Coca-Cola. In row 1, we've got Justin Perry alongside Hendrick teammate Corey Williams. Garrett Hay and Joseph Bryant make up row 2 with Josh Perry and Jay Cole in row 3. Row 4 is going to get made up of Robert Bann and Anthony McCrury. Steven Gonzalez will start off on the inside of row 5 along with Darnell Jones. And then it's Richard Childress in row 6 with Jake Johnson and Kenny McCurry. Jacob Lawler will start off in row 7 alongside Luke Walker. Row 8 consists of Callum Wales and Tim Fiegel, and then Max Reynolds and Jamie Mukli in row 9. Row 10, we got Ken Johnson alongside of the 99 of Pichu London, Ryan Juke alongside Christian James, and then the final row, row 12, we got Justin Johnson and John Dillon. In row 13, we got Sean Galligan. He'll start alongside of Dougie Shears, Adam Chambers, and Brandon Gonzalez alongside each other, and then Michael Walter Racing in row 15 with Daniel Schwab on the inside and Tim Walsh on the outside. Row 16, we've got Jack Richards. He'll start off alongside of Alex Bann. Matt Richards, who finished 3rd in the Bud Shootout last night, will start alongside Diego Espina. And row 18, Zach Carlson and Bill James. And finally, we got Josh Johnson alongside Ryan Acosta in row 19. Row 20 with Ty Naughton and Matthew Farr. And then we got row 21 with Charles Jackson and Jeff Ehlers. Well, last night it was a photo finish that gave Justin Perry the win. The guy he ended up getting at the line, starting off in the 7th position there, the number 22 of Robert Bann. So we're going to be seeing if those two will kindle that rivalry here again today, or will we have a new winner in this series? So the command to fire engines has been given, and the Justin Perry machine, along with teammate Corey Williams, will roll off, and we'll get this race underway as they will complete a pace lap, and then we'll put them under green for 30 laps of racing. Just to let you guys know, I really tried my best to get as many people into this series as possible. There were only 42 cars available, and so I tried as hard as I could to get as many people into this series as possible. If I didn't get you in, I apologize, but hope that you will watch these races, though, because we will be hopefully having a Season 2 at the end of this season. By the way, the season schedule is going to go according to the 2003 season schedule in the NASCAR Racing 2003 game. So after this race, we would head over to Rockingham, and then I believe after that we would head to Las Vegas. So we're going to be doing a whole season thing, so that way I won't have to really worry about doing that much for points, because I've got a few more series going on where myself and AMP88 Godale are doing the points for that by hand. So to do this series, I've decided I'm going to be doing it where I'm going to let the computer do the points for me. So 30 laps of racing here today at Daytona, and I'll tell you what, there are a lot of guys starting at the back of the pack here today. And right now, I know that the biggest thing they're thinking about is just staying down on the bottom. But I'll tell you one thing that really surprised me yesterday. I was really expecting Robert Bann to get the win, just with the plain fact that he was down low and Justin Perry was up high. But I'll tell you what, if you've got a drafting partner off turn 4, you're going to get to the stripe first. And I didn't really expect to ever see that happen. But Matt Richards in the 27 last night helped the 24 of Justin Perry get to the stripe first by drafting with him on the high line. And that's what put Justin Perry in victory lane. He'll try and go for another win here today in the 500. He'll get us underway. Green flag is out. The Great American Race, the Daytona 500, is now under green here in the NCGMRS Discount Tire Series. Cars already making some moves back there. I see Steven Gonzalez in the 78. Didn't really get to see what Steven had at Daytona last night. Ended up getting caught up in a lap 1 wreck and ended up retiring from the race, so we didn't get to see much of him. Look at Justin Perry. He's got a little bit of a size of a lead there. I don't know if that's such a good thing, though, as here comes Robert Bann. He's hooking up with the Steven Gonzalez machine. Look at this. It's almost like the real thing with Kurt Busch and Regan Smith at Daytona. Remember those two at Daytona and Talladega? They always were drafting with each other. Well, we got Robert Bann and Steven Gonzalez doing the exact same thing here in the 22 and 78, and they're coming to the front. They're coming up right on the back bumper of the 24. Robert Bann going to try and put a move. It's shades of last night. Bann. And, oh, there goes the 20 of Josh Perry around. Big wreck in the back. Ryan Mukli is involved in the 46. Big, huge wreck here in the back of the pack, as right now Steven Gonzalez has the lead. Behind him is the 29 car. That would be the 29 car of Jake Johnson. He is all over the back bumper of the 78 as the caution is out. These drivers are going to race it back to the line, and just think of it, Justin Perry. He crossed the stripe as the leader last time by. He's now back in 4th. That's how the Daytona Shuffle works. But look at this. Steven Gonzalez ended up wrecking out early last night, but he's at the front here. Oh, maybe here we go. Jake Johnson down low with help from Robert Bann at the stripe. The guy going to lead it under caution is going to be Steven Gonzalez. Oh, there's some cars involved there. Charles Jackson in the 6. Jacob Lawler in the 37's got some of it. Tim Fiegel and his teammate from Richard Petty Motorsports, Josh Johnson, they're involved. Ryan Acosta with some possible damage. There is damage to Jeff Ehlers' race car. Joseph Bryant, he's sustained front-end damage. Possible damage to Diego Ospina. Garrett Hay, he started off in the 3rd position, and he's back here now. Possible damage to his race car. Looking further up through the field, seeing if anybody else was involved. Looks like some front-end damage to the 47. Indeed there is to Zach Hamlin's car. So lots of cars involved in this wreck sustaining either minimal or maximum damage. There's Corey Williams, guy who started on the outside of the front row. He's got damage to his race car too. And the car I saw get out of shape was the 20 car of Josh Johnson, or of Josh Perry rather. Let's see what happened. Well, take a look at this. They are 4 wide here at Daytona. Down low, it looks like that's Jacob Lawler. In the middle, you got 2 Hendrick teammates right against each other, Darnell Jones and Corey Williams. And then up high, you've got the Garrett Hay machine. See who ends up making the contact, though, to cause this wreck. The 20 was the car I saw get spun out. And Callum Wales there in the 31. Does he tap the 5 right here? No, the 5 of Darnell Jones came down and clipped Jacob Lawler. Then he comes up and clips Josh Perry, and there you just see it on from there. Joseph Bryant got some of it. Ryan Mukli right there in the 46 gets a piece of it. Look at John Dillon and Anthony McCrury trying to make their way through. Looks like they will. Just barely. Darnell Jones back there as well. Daniel Schwab back there. Christian James back there. There's Ryan Juke in the 77. He's involved. Oh, look at Sean Galligan. He got a piece of it right there in the 2. There's Jack Richards in the 17. Tim Walsh in the 15. A lot of cars involved here. Back there, I'm seeing some other race cars. Adam Chambers looks like one of them. Chambers, yup. There's the Zach Hamlin machine. Back there, you've got Matt Richards, who ended up finishing 3rd in the Bud Shootout. Ryan Acosta's back there as well. Jeff Ehlers is back there. Brandon Gonzalez back there. Matthew Farr in the 36. He's back there as well. A lot of cars involved in this. Justin Johnson back there in the 16 involved. Pichu London possibly getting a piece of it, along with Diego Espina. So a lot of cars involved in this. We'll have to see if all of them are going to be able to continue or not. The one that looked like he had the most damage in this whole thing was the 6th car of Christian James. And I said the 6th car of Christian James. I apologize. That was Charles Jackson. He has retired from the race along with Zach Hamlin. Joseph Bryant has also retired from this event. Also, Tim Fiegel is out. And also out of this race is the car of Jacob Lawler in the 37. So 5 cars retiring as a result of this wreck. Let's show you the way they're going to come back to the restart on lap number 7. Steven Gonzalez is the leader. In second is the 29 of Jake Johnson. Robert Bann will line up there in third. Justin Perry back in fourth, and Callum Wales is up to fifth. Sixth right now is Ken Johnson, and seventh is Luke Walker. Max Reynolds runs in 8th, 9th is Jake Cole, and in 10th is Kenny McCrury. 11th is John Dillon, Tim Walsh runs in 12th, 13th is Jack Richards, 14th is Daniel Schwab, 15th is Brandon Gonzalez. The rest of the top 20 is 16th is Matt Richards, and 17th Dougie Shears. 18th is Bill James, 19th is Pichu London, and Justin Johnson runs in 20th. And 21st is Alex Band, 22nd is Matthew Farr. Then it's Anthony McCurry in 23rd, 24th, Sean Galligan, 25th is Christian James, 26th is Jeff Ehlers. 27th position is going to go to Ryan Juke. Josh Perry runs in 28th, Diego Espina 29th. 30th is Adam Chambers, 31st is his teammate, Ty Naughton. Daryl Jones runs in 32nd. 33rd is Jamie Mukli. And then we've got Garrett Hay in 34th, Ryan Acosta in 35th, Corey Williams has started on the outside of the front row back in 36th, and then we've got Josh Johnson back here in 37th position. We'll get ready to put these cars back under green with Steven Gonzalez out in front. Green flag back out here on lap number 7 of 30. And things got, really spread out back there. But don't worry, it won't take them long to bunch up again. As the battle's on for second, Robert Band going underneath the 29 car. Robert Band, once again, the 78 and 22 working together. And look at Justin Perry coming up that inside line again. Also, Luke Walker in the 18. He's coming up that inside line, but doesn't have really any drafting help as of right now. Justin Perry will put a move to the inside for second on Robert Band. Remember those two with that rivalry. Ooh, back there, Kenny McCurry machine almost got loose. Almost had some contact there with the 42 of Max Reynolds. And they are 3 wide back there for third. Here comes Justin Perry to the inside of Steven Gonzalez. The 24 back to the front. Oh, they're 4 wide back there. Oh, my goodness. Jack Richards, Ken Johnson, Max Reynolds, and I think it was the 29, all made it 3 wide. And I think we're about to go 3 wide for the lead. Look at Kenny McCurry with help from John Dillon, forging a hole to the inside. Also, Tim Walsh helping out that 2-car pack. And they're going to move to the front. Kenny McCurry, John Dillon, and Tim Walsh. Oh, car around back there. Callum Wales in the wall. Robert Band is in the wall. Caution will wave. Pace car pulls out. Let's see what happened up here. Oh, there's Callum Wales. Callum Wales involved in this. Richard Childress, entry number 31. And I thought I saw Robert Band get out of shape, but maybe I didn't. I thought that I saw the 20. There he is. There's the 22 of Robert Band. He's got some rear end damage to his race car, but I thought I saw him get out of shape too. I thought I saw him and Callum Wales all get together. Let's take a look and see what exactly did happen to put us under the caution flag for the second time here today. Well, really, when you think about it, this could have been a lot worse than it was. Right here, you got the 22 way up high. Callum Wales also up high there. They're trying to draft up there on the high side. And I think either the 31 gets loose off the corner or the 21 comes, or 22 comes down, but they come down, they get a little piece there of the Daniel Schwab machine, and Callum Wales is going to go up, slap the outside wall, and get a little contact there with Brandon Gonzalez. But Brandon Gonzalez doesn't get much damage from that. As a matter of fact, hardly anybody does. Everybody's pretty much able to miss the 31 spinning car of Callum Wales, but here's where pretty much something could have happened. Daniel Schwab, Robert Band, they're still in the throttle. There's the 36 of Matthew Farr, and right here, the 56 comes up, makes contact with the 22. The two of them are going to go for a little bit of a slide there. Band up and into the wall just a tad, and Daniel Schwab and up into Robert Band. But the thing of it is, the two of them are able to keep it straight and continue on. That was really big right there, that they were able to save that. And another big thing, that nobody hit the 31 of Callum Wales. So pretty much a 3-car incident here, or maybe even a 4-car incident if you want to count in Brandon Gonzalez, but very minimal damage for any of these cars. Let's go back to the green flag. So we'll prepare to go back under the green flag. No drivers retiring as a result of this wreck. However, Robert Band was on pit road making repairs. The same for the Michael Waltrip Racing entry of Daniel Schwab. And also Callum Wales in the 31 was on pit road for repairs to his Richard Childress Racing car. So, Richard Childress Racing having a car come down for repairs, but also has a car leading this race. As Kenny McCrury is out in front, let's look through the field. It's John Dillon in second, Tim Walsh is in third, Jack Richards runs fourth, and Luke Walker is in fifth. How about Jake Colbin steadily just staying there in that 71 car for TRG Motorsports? He's in sixth. Seventh is Steven Gonzalez, and eighth is Pichu London. Ninth is Justin Perry. That's the furthest he's been back all day long. And Ken Johnson will run in 10th. 11th is Bill James. 12th rather, is Jake Johnson. Then we got Max Reynolds in 13th. 14th is Alex Band. 15th right now is Matt Richards. Then Matthew Farr runs in 16th. 17th is Justin Johnson. Brandon Gonzalez in 18th. 19th is Dougie Shears, and Anthony McCurry runs in 20th. And 21st is Jeff Ehlers. 22nd is Adam Chambers. 23rd is Darnell Jones. Ryan Juke runs 24th. Jamie Mukli runs in 25th. 26th is is Josh Perry. And 27th is Sean Galligan. 28th is Ty Naughton. And we've got Diego Espina in 29th. Corey Williams 30th. 31st right now, Garrett Hay. 32nd is Ryan Acosta. And 33rd is Christian James. 34th is Josh Johnson. Then we've got Robert Band back there in 35th. Then the 56th of Daniel Schwab runs 36th. And Callum Wales 37th. If you're just joining us, a few cars are out of the race. Joseph Bryan is one of them. Also Zach Hamlin, Jacob Lawler, Tim Fiegel, and Charles Jackson. Green flag back out on lap number 13 of 30. A total of 17 laps to go. Back there, two drivers starting to work together. Bill James in the 14, and I believe that is the 29 of Jake Johnson. John Dillon, on the other hand, he's going to go to the front, going underneath the 33 of Kenny McCurry. John Dillon in the 38. He's got Tim Walsh behind him. Also Jack Richards in the 17. Now Tim Walsh going to get help from Jack Richards back there. He'll come down to the inside line, and Tim Walsh will go for the top spot. Jake Cole also on that inside line. Now they're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Jack Richards down to the inside. Help from Jake Cole. In the middle is Tim Walsh. He's got drafting help from Luke Walker. Up high, John Dillon and Kenny McCurry. But it is the low line that's going to move to the front. Jack Richards with the lead. Jake Cole now, along with the Steven Gonzalez machine, going to try and go down low for the lead. Jake Cole now going to end up getting a new drafting partner as Steven Gonzalez shuffled into the middle by the Justin Perry machine. Jake Cole, the new leader, the number 71 for TRG Motorsports, trying to hold off the Hendrick Chevrolet that has been so dominant here at Daytona. Oh, there they go in the wall. Steven Gonzalez, Jack Richards, there's Alex Band spinning down the infield. Caution will wave. Caution flag is out for a huge wreck there in the middle of the field as Justin Perry back to the inside line. He'll try and take the lead once again. And he will get to the inside of Jake Cole. He will lead them down here under the caution flag. But we've got our third caution waving. And there you go. Josh Perry's on pit road. Anthony McCurry is also on pit road. Robert Band, he gets a piece of it. So does Garrett Hay in the 39 car. I saw the Bill James machine get out of shape. Steven Gonzalez has damage as well. Looking further through the field here. Oh, heavy damage to the Red Bull Toyota of Ty Naughton. Diego Espina may have gotten some of it. Dougie Shears has indeed gotten some of it. Jeff Ehlers caught up in yet another wreck as well. Sean Galligan, I believe he was just off the pace. There's Alex Ban. He spun into the infield, as we saw. And the caution flag is waving once again for the third time here on lap 15. Let's see what happened. This was a bigger wreck. Well, this wreck took place in two stages. One here in turn 2 and one in turn 3. There you see Pichu London gets into Steven Gonzalez. Up, Bill James goes up into Jack Richards. Right there you're going to see the 7 get clipped by Ken Johnson. Alex Ban getting turned around there. And for the most part here, everybody's able to make their way through. It looks like they're okay. Alex Ban will take a look at his solo car spin, and then we'll show you where the real damage occurred over in turn 3. Alright, so here again is the contact, and watch Alex Ban. He's loose, he's loose, he's loose, he's trying to save it, and Ken Johnson just gets into the left rear of that number 7, spins him around, and pretty much Alex Ban just goes on. That's the good thing about this concrete, though. It helps the driver scrub off speed. If it were grass, it's very likely that car would go airborne. And look at the roof flaps. Also go up to make sure that car does not go airborne. So good job by NASCAR to make sure that these cars are safe here at Daytona, especially when they go into a spin off of turn 2. But the big wreck will occur up here in turn 3. Let's show you that now. Okay, here it is. Anthony McCrury is going to move down low here. Dougie Shears, we're going to watch in the 00. He may get clipped here by the 34 of Jeff Ehlers. That is exactly what happens. Dougie Shears up, gets a little piece there of Darnell Jones. And then everybody's just backed up behind them. Josh Johnson into the back of Jeff Ehlers. Ty Naughton's going to get a piece right there. Oh, and there was a wreck further up here, too. There's a wreck further up. I don't know who was involved in it. Oh, look at Ryan Juke just get by there. Oh, Corey Williams just gets by Josh Perry as well. Oh, Robert Band, no such luck. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, and I think that he gets nailed again by Garrett Hay. But let's see what happened further up here to further this wreck. I think it may have been Anthony McCrury who started another one. Now that wreck with Dougie Shears is going on here. I think the 5 car is going to just come down here and clip the 13 right there. Yep, that's exactly what happens. And there was nothing that Darnell Jones could do. He was turned around there after contact from Dougie Shears. But then here's where the big problem is going to come in for Anthony McCrury, and I think this is going to put the Geico Toyota into the garage area. Watch coming in on the right side of your screen. It's going to be the 22 car and the 39. Oh, Felix. Oh, make that Garrett Hay just gets a piece of him there. Oh, wow. Hard impact there for Garrett Hay. And that's why we're under the caution. 4 separate wrecks occurring here on lap 14. Getting ready to go back under the green flag. A lot of cars taken out in this wreck. So many that I have to actually look at the list to see who it was. Cars that retired include Steven Gonzalez, Sean Galligan, Jack Richards, Ty Naughton, Garrett Hay, Anthony McCrury, Robert Band, Josh Perry, Alex Ban also retiring from this race, and they will join Joseph Bryant, Tim Fiegel, Jacob Lawler, Zach Hamlin, and Charles Jackson in the garage area. Let's show you the way they're going to line up for the restart here on lap number 19. Justin Perry with the lead. Jake Cole is there in second. Ken Johnson is in third. Fourth is Matt Richards, and Max Reynolds runs in fifth. In sixth is Tim Walsh. Seventh is Luke Walker. Eighth right now, Pichu London. Ninth is John Dillon, and in 10th is Matthew Farr. In 11th position is Jake Johnson. In 12th position is going to be Justin Johnson. Then in 13th, we got Kenny McCrury. 14th, Brandon Gonzalez. And in 15th, Adam Chambers. Ryan Juke runs in 16th. 17th is Corey Williams. Jamie Mukli is running in 18th. 19th, Christian James. And Darnell Jones runs 20th. Daniel Schwab, 21st. 22nd is Callum Wales. Diego Espina, 23rd. 24th, Ryan Acosta. 25th is Josh Johnson. Then we've got Jeff Ehlers, 26th. Bill James, 27th. And Dougie Shears in 28th. You got to be pretty impressed with a guy running back here in the 36 car. There he is. Matthew Farr up in that 10th position in that Tommy Baldwin racing car. An absolutely incredible job so far for the driver of the 36. So we'll get ready to go back under green, lap number 19 of 30. We'll see if we can get into a nice little green flag run. We've been under the caution flag total of 3 times, I believe. And lots of drivers in the garage area due to our last wreck. Justin Perry, though, this guy, the 24 car, just has been absolutely dominant ever since he came to Daytona. Got the pole for the race last night in the Bud Shootout and took the win. Had the pole for today's race and has been up at the front almost all day long. Furthest back I can think of that he's been has been the 10th position. Oh, Jake Cole thought about going down to the inside, and look at this! Look at this! Look who's behind the 24, none other than the guy who helped him get to victory lane last night, the 27 of Matt Richards. How about that? And look at Matt Richards, he's kind of saying, hey, I did you a favor last night, now you do me a favor, move out of the way, let me lead this thing for a while. He's got Luke Walker helping him, Tim Walsh back there as well. Things mighty spread out back there. Oh my goodness, is that tight or is that tight? Oh! Contact, they save it! Oh my goodness, Matt Richards almost got turned around, Tim Walsh almost spun out Luke Walker, and we're still racing. Wow, what a save right there by the 15 and the 27 and the 18, and just about everybody in that pack doing a great job to make sure they don't wreck. Oh, they're 4 wide, and there goes Ken Johnson around! Big wreck. Max Reynolds is involved in it, and the caution will wave once again. That was a huge pack of cars that wreck occurred at, and lots of cars were involved. I saw Max Reynolds in trouble. I saw Ken Johnson turned around as Matt Richards leads under the caution flag. Oh, there's Kenny McCrury, Ken Johnson. They're both involved. Possible damage to Matthew Farr. Oh, what a shame right there. Corey Williams is on pit road as well. Callum Wales, Jamie Muckley, Max Reynolds is on pit road as well. Oh, Ryan Acosta, heavy damage to the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Ryan Juke, possible damage. The same could be said for Christian James. There's Pichu London, he's on pit road. John Dillon was involved. Brandon Gonzalez, Daniel Schwab, and Darnell Jones. A host of race cars caught up in this. We may have a very small field for the checkered flag. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution for the 4th time here today. Well, here it is in real time. The 48, they were going to go 4 wide here. They were trying to go 4 wide. John Dillon trying to get down that inside line underneath the 48, but just could not do it. And right there, you're going to see the 48 car snap loose. And Matthew Farr is going to get into the back of John Dillon. Kenny McCrury up and into the wall. He's already got damage before that. Max Reynolds up and into the wall. Look at the 29 up there. Oh my goodness, the 29 of Jake Johnson kept his car straight. Oh, look at John Dillon up and on his side. Brandon Gonzalez could come into the picture. Oh, he gets a piece of it there. Pichu London gets nailed by Daniel Schwab. Mukli in the back bumper of the 56. Corey Williams, Callum Wales, it's not over. Further up here, they're going to get contact as well. Oh, wow, look at Daniel Schwab flipping. Ryan Juke did indeed get a piece of that. Max Reynolds back into it. Callum Wales involved in it. Look at Daniel Schwab up and on his roof, sliding through the turn 4 area. And everybody trying to make their way back. Oh, Diego Espina got a piece of that up there, as well as Ryan Acosta. And there's Jeff Ehlers getting turned around off the nose of Josh Johnson. So a lot of race cars. Couldn't even really see them all under the green involved in a wreck here in turn 4. Well, we are getting to the closing stages of this race, and we only have 12 cars remaining to finish off this race. Drivers out as a result of this last wreck include Max Reynolds, he'll get credited for 13th. Ryan Juke is out. Ryan Acosta is out. Also, the 9 car of Josh Johnson is out. Darnell Jones, John Dillon, Callum Wales, Pichu London, Ryan Muckley. Also, the 48 of Ken Johnson. His teammate in the 88 will get credited for 23rd, Corey Williams. Kenny McCrury is retired. Brandon Gonzalez is out. Daniel Schwab, Diego Espina, and Jeff Ehlers all back in the garage area. We have only 12 cars left to race out this event. Matt Richards leads. Tim Walsh is 2nd. Justin Perry is 3rd. Luke Walker 4th. And Jake Cole is in 5th. 6th is the 29 of Jake Johnson. Then we've got Justin Johnson back here in 7th. 8th is Adam Chambers. 9th is Matthew Farr. And in 10th is Bill James. Then it's Dougie Shears and Christian James, the rest of the field. I don't think anybody expected this race to end up like this. We're going to have a total of 7 laps to go. Do you think that with 12 cars we're going to end up being able to race this back to the checkers without a caution in between? I don't really know. We're going to find out. Matt Richards, who ended up finishing 3rd in the Bud Shootout last night, he will lead them back to the green flag, and we're back underway here at the Daytona 500. 6 laps to go. who's going to take home the trophy of the Daytona 500. Matt Richards slides down. He'll throw the block and pick up the drafting help of Justin Perry. Jake Cole there as well, also the 29 of Jake Johnson. And here comes the 16 of Justin Johnson coming up that inside line, trying to catch up to this pack. He's got drafting help from Adam Chambers in the 4. They're going to go 3 wide back there for second. All this going on behind the Matt Richards machine. Jake Johnson down low. Jake Cole in the middle. Justin Perry up high. The 2 Johnsons working down low. The 29 of Jake Johnson getting drafting help from the 16 of Justin Johnson. But it's all going on behind Matt Richards. Richards now going to have a teammate behind him in the form of Jake Johnson. Richard Childress Racing working together, but not for long. The 29 going to go to the inside. Jake Johnson going to try to go to the front of the Daytona 500. Remember, Justin Perry was up there? Well, he's all of a sudden slid back to the 9th position in that 24 car. Here we go. Jake Johnson with the lead. Battle on for second between Justin Johnson down low, Matt Richards up high. Bill James suddenly starting to show himself into the top 5. And that number 14, Office Depot Chevrolet for Stewart Haas Racing, as he's all over the back bumper of the 3M Ford Fusion of Justin Johnson. But all of this going on behind the Jake Johnson machine. These guys have to stop racing amongst themselves and try and catch up to that number 29. Oh! Justin Perry almost turning the Luke Walker machine. They are 3 abreast back there. Look at Matthew Farr in the 36 car. Coming up that inside line. What a run for the Tommy Baldwin Racing number 36, as he's going to try and go for second, 3 wide here. Still, it is all Jake Johnson out in front, though. These guys have to get in single file to try and run him down. Question is, can they do that? They seem to want to race amongst themselves. Now the pack is starting to close in very slowly on the Jake Johnson machine. They have him now about 2 car lengths away. Now Tim Walsh going to try and go for second. They're still battling it out for second, and they really have to concentrate on battling it out for the lead. Oh, Jake Cole up there high side, rim riding with Matt Richards. Here's Justin Perry to the inside of Tim Walsh. That's for second, and now they have closed in on the back bumper of Jake Johnson. This race ain't over, folks. Oh, look at Tim Walsh put the block there on Justin Perry. What a move by the 15, and now he's got the 29 in his sights with a total of 3 laps to go. Here's Justin Perry, though. He'll move to the inside line. He'll try and go for second as Jake Johnson continues to lead. 2 laps to go here at the stripe. They are still racing behind them. Battle on for the 4th position. That's between the Justin Johnson machine and Matthew Farr. Now Bill James will join that battle. And now the 24 is back up in second. Justin Perry, this guy just off to a tremendous momentum roll here at the start of this season. He's all over the back bumper of the Chevrolet of Jake Johnson. Now he'll forge a hole to the inside. He'll come down to the inside, and it's the 24 back to the front of Justin Perry. Started on the pole last night, won the race last night. Started on the pole today. Can he go for the complete Daytona sweep? He's with the lead. White flag is displayed for Justin Perry in the 24, but it is Jake Johnson and Justin Johnson behind, thinking about maybe closing in for the win. The 29 all over the back bumper of the 24. The 16 all over the back bumper of the 29. They're 4 wide back there. And they still managed to make it through cleanly. Here we go, off the backstretch. If you're going to make a move, you might want to do it here. Here comes the 16 down to the inside. Justin Johnson to the inside of Jake Johnson. But Jake Johnson thinks about the inside as well. It's Jake Johnson to the front, possibly, as he'll go to the inside of Justin Perry. Jake Johnson back to the front. Justin Johnson trying to come back up. The 29 has plenty of room, plenty of space, and no challenger. It's the 29 of Jake Johnson going to the front and to the win here in the Daytona 500. What a move by the Jake Johnson machine, not only to block the 16, but to get by the 24. And this race is over. Jake Johnson with the win. Absolutely incredible. Let's go back and now look at the finishing order for today's race. Here we go. Jake Johnson wins. How about this? The Johnsons finish 1-2. Jake Johnson with the win and Justin Johnson in second. The 24 of Justin Perry will finish in third. Bill James, great run for him in fourth. Matt Richards in fifth. Jake Cole in sixth. Luke Walker seventh. Tim Walsh in eighth. Matthew Farr in ninth. Adam Chambers in 10th. Dougie Shears finished 11th and Christian James in 12th. You can take a look at the rest of the finishing order here. Lots of cars retiring. Only 12 cars on the racetrack at the end of this race. Let's take a look now at the points. So here are the points as they stand. Jake Johnson with the points lead. Justin Perry led so many laps that he ends up being second. Justin Johnson is in third, even though he finished in the second position. And so these guys that ended up finishing this race, reaping the rewards, as it were, with the fact that they ended up finishing either from first through 12th in the point standings. You can take a look through the field further here. A lot of drivers going to be trying to work their way up through the field when we head to our next race, which will be from North Carolina, Rockingham, and I hope that you'll tune in for that. You've been watching a production of the NCGMRS here as we had the 29 go to victory lane of Jake Johnson. So the Daytona 500 is in the books. We got this race under green and had several different events along the way, several wrecks, lots of drivers taken out, but it ended up being 12 drivers at the very end who stood alone, and it was the 29 who went to victory lane. Lots of wrecks, lots of drivers taken out, as you can see here. Of course, this the big one at the very end of the race, taking out a lot of top competitors, but it was this right here, this move right here by the 29 car that ended up getting him to victory lane underneath Justin Perry. He goes and he took the win in the Daytona 500. We'll see you guys next time at Rockingham. Thanks for watching the NCGMRS Discount Tire Series.